Okay, when I was very young, as a child, there was no church when we grew up. Um, my grandmother really stressed that I learn about the Bible and learn about God, and she sent me to Bible classes, and she actually knew someone who taught the classes. So for many years, without going to church at all, I would just go to Bible classes, and my grandmother would show me the Bible and teach me about God, but there was no church. Eventually, we did find a church, but I was about in the 7th grade, about 12 years old, and I realized that the church was very against all the things that I liked. It was very strict and didn't allow music or dancing, or didn't like us associating with people that were not from the church. So at the age of 12, I realized that I remember saying I didn't want to be a hypocrite and belong to a church that didn't allow me to be who I wanted to express, myself, and it was not allowing me to do that. So I didn't want to, be so active in the church because it was against everything that I wanted. Well, breaking away from the church I called it my first breakup from a love affair. That's what I called it. It was very heartbreaking. Being gay was a big, big part of that. And according to the church, I would be, it was a big sin, and I'd be cast out of the heavens and straight to hell for being gay.
Where do you stand now, and how did you get to that place?
So there was no church for me as far as I was concerned. I had nowhere to go. And it wasn't until I was in couple therapy and I found out from the therapist that there were churches where gay people could go. So I did go to the MCC church, but even I was happy to have a place to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of wondered why all the gay people were segregated into one little congregation, why we were still kind of off on our own and away from the rest of society.
How do you feel about, in general, being a gay Christian?
I just don't like the segregation. I don't like where all the gays are all grouped off in the church, and I've visited different churches, and I don't know, I just like to kind of blend in. I hate for it to be such a selling point, oh, this is the gay church, and this is, the gay place, and the gay people, and, here we all congregate together, kind of a thing.
And
I started going to the All Saints Church, and I was happy to be amongst the whole of society where, families and gay people and straight people were together and able to worship. Just like, we all live together in the world, and we all, share the same earth, and I was happy to be in a mixed congregation.
And do you feel any conflict, or do you have resolution with what the church had told you before, when they had told you that it was sinful for you to be gay?
I think I always was fighting for my right to have my beliefs and to be the person that I am, and not feel like I was being cast off. I think I always was looking for a way. Well, I think for me, I became very strong in what I believed in, and I became very strong in my spirituality, and I have a close relationship with God, and I find that's a strong foundation for me, and I managed to hold on to that, and it's a special part of who I am, and I refuse to let it go.